Hey everyone, and welcome! Today we're diving into a really huge contract victory for the Education Support Professionals, that's the ESPs, in Hardee County. We're going to celebrate what we all won together, but then we have to talk about a new challenge from the legislature that really threatens to take it all away.
So here's what we're going to cover. First, the good stuff, celebrating what we won at the bargaining table. Then, we'll get real about a new legislative threat, and we'll unpack a critical number you need to know, 60%. And finally, we'll lay out our plan to protect these wins and build even more power.
All right, first up, our collective victory. And let's be super clear about this. None of this happened by accident. It was the direct result of us getting organized and taking collective action for our 2025-2026 contract. This right here, this is what union power looks like. Every single gain we're about to talk about is because members stood shoulder to shoulder, spoke with one powerful voice, and demanded the respect and the pay they deserve. So let's talk about the money, because this is where our unity really hits the wallet. We're talking a 60-cent per hour raise for everyone, right across the board. Big pay bumps for our personal assistants. Real money for getting professional certifications. And we also won much better pay for taking on extra duties like subbing or getting called in. This is a real, tangible investment in you and your family.
And it's not just about the paycheck. We locked in stability for our health benefits, which is huge. We made it easier to help out our coworkers when they're in need by expanding sick leave donations. And we protected our vital, member-driven sick leave bank. Plus, and this is so important, we guarantee that our union has a seat at the table on that insurance review committee.
So the bottom line is this. None of these were gifts. They weren't just handed to us. Every single win we just went over was earned. It is a direct result of having a strong union and fighting for a solid contract. Okay, but even as we celebrate this incredible victory, we have to turn around and fight to protect it. There's a new law from the state legislature, SB 1296, and it is specifically designed to weaken public unions just like ours. We have got to understand exactly how it works.
And if you want to understand what's really at stake, just look at this quote from Senator Carlos Guillermo Smith. The people who oppose unions have been crystal clear about their goal. This isn't just some minor tweak to the rules, you guys. It is a direct shot at our ability to bargain for anything at all.
So what exactly is this thing, Senate Bill 1296? Well, it's a new Florida law that completely changes the rules for union recertification. That's the process that basically allows our union to legally exist. And it specifically targets public employees, though they did carve out an exception for police and fire unions. Now, look at this comparison because the change is it's night and day. Before, to keep our union, all we needed was a majority of the people who actually showed up and voted. Pretty simple, right? Well, now, under this new law, we have to clear two incredibly high hurdles. First, at least half of all eligible employees have to vote, not just the people who care, everyone. And second, of those who do vote, we still need a majority to vote yes. It is a system absolutely designed to make it much, much harder to win. And this new law gets even more dangerous when you combine it with another rule that's already on the books. And that brings us to the single most important number for our union right now. This is it, 60%. This one number is our membership density, and it literally determines whether we even have to face one of those crazy, high-stakes recertification elections to begin with. And here's why that number matters so much. There was an earlier law, SB 256, that created a tripwire. If our union's membership ever falls below 60% of all the ESPs who could be members, it automatically triggers a recertification election under those impossible new rules from SB 1296. This is the exact chain reaction we have to prevent. Think of it like dominoes. If our membership dips below 60%, that's the first domino to fall. It triggers a super risky election. Then the next domino falls. We have to face those nearly impossible new voting rules. And if we lose, the final domino falls. And everything we just won, the raises, the benefits, the job protections, it all just disappears. Our contract is gone. Okay, so that's the threat. It's serious. So how do we fight back and protect everything we've built together? We don't just play defense. We get organized. We adopt a proven strategy for building real, lasting power. This means we have to shift how we think. For a long time, we've focused on mobilizing, which is basically getting the people who already support us to show up for something. But now we have to shift to organizing, and that's different. That's about building brand new power from the ground up. having one-on-one conversations, and bringing every single ESP into our union family. And look, this isn't just some abstract theory. It's a concrete plan. It starts by identifying the natural leaders in every single workplace. You know who they are, the people everyone already listens to, and empowering them. We build our unity through small, collective actions, like signing a petition or wearing stickers to test our strength. And most importantly, we make sure that the people doing the work are the ones leading the fight. And it all really comes down to this one powerful idea. The union isn't some third-party group that you just pay dues to. The union is us, all of us. It is our collective power, and it's time we all start acting like it. So this brings us to a really clear, totally achievable goal. To protect our contract and to avoid that risky election, we need to get our membership numbers safely above that 60% line. What does that mean in real numbers? It means we need to welcome at least 45 new members into our union. We can do this, and it will make us stronger than we have ever been.
And let's be really clear about something. This isn't just about avoiding a threat. It's about building so much power, so much solidarity in our schools and our departments that these kinds of attacks from politicians, they just become irrelevant. We can make our union too strong to fail. So if you're an ESP and you've benefited from this contract, but you're not yet a member, now is the moment. Your coworkers need you. Scan this code. Join today. Be a part of building the power that's going to win our next contract and the one after that.
We'll leave you with this final thought. We have already proven what we can do when we stand together. This amazing victory, this is the floor, not the ceiling. This is our new starting point. So the only question left is, what will our collective power win for us next?